I think for me, it's really when you get to a point where you feel that the SDG goals, based on the impacts that we have, that the SDG goals is being fulfilled. So that's when you see the big picture. Of course, you can always look for things that are more short term in terms of impact that your grantees are making. But when you're thinking long term, you're thinking, how does what we do affect the SDG goals? Once I see that, and I can feel that there's a dent, then I know that I'm doing the right thing. I just think that I just feel that there are empowered NGOs in Nigeria. I tend not to want to look at male versus female, especially because in looking and picking grantees that we work with or projects that we work with, I don't really care if it's led by a woman or it's led by a man. What I care about is their impact. Are they growing? Can I see results? Some female-led NGOs might complain that sometimes they feel hidden. But I always say that the story speaks for itself in the long term. Keep on working. The journey, it might be long, but once you see and people see what you're doing, nobody really wants to know who founded the organization. And that's where legacy comes into play. Nobody cares who founded the organization in the long term. Not anymore. Not anymore. I think it's changing. I think people are becoming more... Yeah, you find out that a lot of NGOs are run by women, especially because of that thing of they feel the pain people are feeling. But now NGOs are run, to a certain point, they're being run like businesses now. People are thinking, how do I categorically run this organization to sustain itself in the long term? So I won't look at it female or male, but I understand if there's any pain for any female-led NGO. Quite a number of things, but maybe let me use ImpACT Foundation now because we're going into our 5th year. And the last 3 years, we have won the non-profit of the year, as young as we were, right from our 2nd year to our 3rd and our 4th year. And for you to win an award back-to-back for 3 consecutive years, you've done something right. And right in terms of the fact that it's not only, I don't like to count numbers, I like to count the foundation on which we are building what we are doing. And not only for the organization as ImpACT Foundation, but for the grantees that we work with. My grantees organizations are my source of joy. You see them and I can tell you how they've grown in the last few years. And that's what gives me joy in the long term. So it makes me smile. Keep moving. We have a long way to go. We're just starting. We're not even in page 1 yet. Yes, I think we're at the prologue of who we are as an organization. Because, you know, I mentioned, I can see the chapters. I mean, I don't see the end, but I can see the chapters. And I just feel that we're just entering chapter 1 in our 5th year. So it's going to be a fascinating story at the end of the day. I think my team will say a different thing, but I will say impact, solution, journey. I like using the word journey because a lot of times people ask me questions and they feel to themselves when they say, oh, you've done so well into it. And I'm like, I'm just starting. I still feel that there's a long way to go. So even for ACTs and the grantees, I tell them that the journey of where we are, we're just beginning. We're scratching the basic surface. When you say 75 grantees, I'm thinking, what's 75 compared to maybe the 2,000 that apply daily? There's so much work to be done, but we're in an interesting place. So I'll say impact, journey, for me, it's what I feel that we are, yeah. A lawyer. I desperately wanted to be a lawyer, and then my life kind of changed and moved into this direction. So I actually thought I would go back to law when I settled in my family, I settled my career. But development world came to meet me. I think also from the kind of family I come from. And I realized I could be a career, and I've totally enjoyed it. I don't have any regrets. Praise God, man. I'm still here. Oh my goodness, praise God. I'm still standing. Even in the journey of my career, I'm still here, I'm still standing, I'm still relevant. Relevant not only in terms of you as a person, but relevant in what you do. It's important. And once I can wake up and still feel relevant, and I'm grateful to God. God is merciful. Yeah, thank you very much.